Thank you very much, everyone, for joining us today. Today is the African Meetup. The topic will be on handicraft. Handicraft, most of you know, we call it here in Kenya curio shop. These are artifacts that are normally traded across the countries. With me today, I have two guests who I'll be bringing on board because it's also a cross-border conversation. There's Yagya Saini from India and Pavesh from Kenya, who are in the same industry. And I would like to hear their thoughts. I'd like to take them through. I would like them to take us through what it entails to do their business, cross-border business between in their industry. In their industry, the curio exports in Kenya are a significant part of the economy because apart from tourism, there's the exports of the artifacts that come from Kenya, which is normally coming from the wooden carvings, beadwork, textiles, other traditional artifacts, and even the traditional masks. So this is one area that maybe people look at it as informal, but it plays a big role in the Kenya export industry. And as tourists come in Kenya, they always come out with a lot of artifacts and a lot of collection on this. So there's a lot of still traditional ways being done, but then we find some people who are doing it a bit differently, and that is why it was important for me to invite Yagya, because Yagya from India has managed to do something with World Interior where they are showcasing their things in their carvings. So I wanted to have that cross-border change of information, change of what India is doing, what Kenya is doing, and how can we enhance it to be more better, because we have seen it being done traditional, but I have seen other people doing it even differently, like here you're doing it online, and that is something which for us would be impressive. When we talk about artifacts, there's the wooden carvings, there's the beadwork, there's textile, there's soapstones, there's tribal masks, and the handmade jewelry. So I'll start just by inviting Yagya before I go back to Kenya side. I will want Yagya to just take us through what he does and how he does it. Then we will invite also Pavesh to give us an insight of how he has been doing it and what are some of the challenges that they are facing in this industry, and how can we, as global chamber, start looking at helping them to improve their commerce within that trade. Thank you very much. I will Yagya, I'll allow Yagya to just introduce himself.
Yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank you so much, Cliff, for inviting me.
Thank you very much.
Hello, everyone. I'm Yagya Saini, founder and CEO of worldinterior.com. It's an honor to speak at the Global Chambers Africa Meetup. Sorry. I'm excited to share about the journey and our vision for expansion in Kenya. I'm presenting my screen. Give me a second. Is it visible?
Yes.
Welcome to worldindia.com, from India's heart to world's home. We are a leading distributor. uh, We are a leading distributor of exquisite Indian handicrafts and home decor products. We are currently exporting our products to European markets, and with ongoing expansion efforts in Australia, USA, UK, Chile, and in Africa. We are recognized by the government of India and Rajasthan state government. And our mission is to bring the rich heritage and artistry of Indian handicrafts to the global market. And we want to become the world's premium source for Indian handicrafts, fostering culture exchange and supporting artisan communities. Uh, we provide high quality handicrafts at the competitive prices in the market, and our prices are unmatched by others in this industry. And we are actively working on the innovation and actively working on new designs to stay competitive in the market. And we do, and the customer satisfaction is our top priority, and we do business with complete transparency and honesty. uh, our portfolio includes exquisite collections of handicrafts, including statues, figurines, sculptures, and wall hangings, candle holders, iron casting products like wall decor and home decor pieces, and furniture. And we also provide customization facility. We customize products as per the client's requirements or their instructions. And our best-selling products includes the Buddha, yoga sculptures, handmade jewelries, and these furniture and coffee tables and all. And these products are crafted by the skilled artisans with the generations of expertise, and we use high quality materials like the resins and metals, and we do a quality control on every stage of our production to maintain the like, quality to and to ensure excellence. And currently, our major client base comes from Denmark, Italy, and France. And we are like and we want to also expand our business in like African markets, and we are open to discuss this, and we are looking for the to ex uh, sorry and we are looking for the agencies, distributors, and retailers who are dealing in handicrafts, imported handicrafts items, and deal in these categories: the furniture, uh, sorry, iron casting handicrafts, and resin handicrafts. Apart from the recognitions from government of India and government of of Rajasthan, we also won some fellowship programs like Zata Fellowship and Vadvani Foundation USA Fellowship, and we are also featured in some magazines, and also won some industry awards. And we use both techniques, traditional and modern techniques, to uh, create the high quality products and maintain the production. And we use superior quality materials, finest materials, to guarantee durability and aesthetic appeal. We support local Indian artisans by collaborating with them, and those artists who are impoverished, we provide them financial support, and uh, provide them a chance to work at our to create products at our manufacturing units, where we provide them the complete infrastructure to create the handicrafts, to make the handicrafts items. And recently, we do a custom project for our Denmark-based distributor, resulting in a long-term partnership and a repeat business. Uh, these are iron fabrication lamps we created for our client. We are recently working on some more designs. We're currently working on more designs with the client. Yeah, and we are open to discuss uh, to talk with the agencies and distributors to expand in African market. So, if you are an agency, distributor, or retailers, then I'm dropping my email address or contact details in the chat box, and feel free to contact me. And thank you so much, Cliff, for the opportunity.
Thank you very much, Iago, for the presentation. Um, I'll just do it a bit differently today, and I'll just want to ask any feedback or any questions that will come up. I will invite anyone just from the group before I invite Pavesh to also give us our the Kenyan experience in doing business in handicraft and how those people in that industry will want maybe the global tribe to come in and assist them. Thank you very much. Anyone with any question or any contribution? I see Titi is online. Titi Layo is online. I see Ni from Nigeria. Osai, I think I'll give you the first priority, being that it's an African Globinar. I would invite any of you to give us a feedback or suggestion. Ni, please.
Yeah, hi, Cliff. I can say it's, yeah. Oh, sorry, did you call on me or someone else?
Yes. I called on you. I actually called on you.
Oh, okay. I said, well, it's good to be here, definitely. And it's interesting that we have also one of us who is representing the Asia market, even though he's Nigerian. So I think it's a very good opportunity to speak about this topic and quite a number of others. Handicrafts definitely are also part of our culture here in Africa. So I think it's potentially a good collaboration opportunity for our guests here. Thank you. I should point out, of course, that Ahmed is also representing Africa, Asia. So I guess he'll have the ability to speak later as well. Thank you.
Okay, in that case, I will just allow him to speak, so that we continue the momentum from there before I invite Pavesh. Kindly.
Yeah. Good afternoon, everyone.
Thank you.
I appreciate the privilege and the honor of inviting me to be part of this wonderful community. My name is Arinle Ahmed Adekunle. I am the president of Asian African Chambers of Commerce, Nigerian chapter. Our global office is in India, Mumbai. We have our presence across 102 countries in the world, including Kenya. We have a beautiful lady who is the Kenya chapter and is doing well. So for us, networking is the key, to promote connectivity when it comes to business. So when Mr. Nee talked to me about this meeting, I was so excited to be part of it. It's my first time of listening to the team of the Global Chamber. What I want to do here today is to do more of listening. So I have indicated my interest to be part of it. And I think I'm already part of it, and that is the reason why I'm here already. So let this meeting keep going, and I believe before we round up, I'm going to tell you more about the chamber and how we can also collaborate and promote businesses among ourselves. I think we're on the right track. Thank you for having me.
Thank you very much, sir. Thank you very much. Okay. I'll just take the opportunity now to introduce Pavesh. Pavesh is a Kenyan businessman. He's been in the handicraft business for some time, and he's also a jeweler who is in doing business here in Kenya. And I took some time to try and just interest him to come and give us an insight on how the business goes, because Yagni, the other side, had also interested me to how can he be able to showcase what he has in the African market, and how can he meet other artisans who are doing the same in the African market. So I said, let me put this together so that we can have them start a conversation. Mr. Pavel, are you there?
Good afternoon, Cliff.
Hey, thank you, Pavesh. Welcome on board.
Yes, good afternoon, everyone, and thank you, Cliff, for inviting me.
So
And
sorry,
it's a great pleasure.
Will you put your video on or your mic? Like, we can hear you, but you can't see you. Hello? Pavesh, continue. If there's a problem with the video, just continue. We can hear you. Are you there?
I think that the video is not connecting.
Okay, if it's not connecting, just continue. Sorry for that.
Yeah, the video is not connecting.
Okay. You told me it's your first time doing this kind of Zoom meeting, so I will really understand if the technology is giving you the problem. But continue, please. Just introduce yourself, what you've done, and tell us more about the industry. Pavesh, are you there? It's like we've lost Pavesh.
Yep, looks like he dropped off. Probably
Yeah,
bad
yes.
signal, huh?
Maybe he's trying to find the signal for the video.
Hello there, Cliff. How are you doing?
You're here?
It's Munir from Morocco.
Hey, how are you?
How are you doing?
Good,
So,
sir. How are you doing?
Perhaps in the meantime that Javish connects, I can talk about the subject of handicrafts made in Africa. So I think it's a very good business that we can develop in Africa, especially intra-African countries, because there's, for example, here in Morocco, a big variety of products, handmade products that are exported worldwide for the US, for Middle East. But unfortunately, in Africa, there is no exchange problem. So it's a lot to develop in this side. So, for example, I have a friend of mine who made belts in leather. So he made good business in the US and also in Europe. I think we can we can develop like a platform of exchange or of trade between these countries. So perhaps subject today is like a beginning of this initiative, but we can discuss after with also other African director and executive director in the global chamber and in the global tribe how to develop this. Perhaps we can plan a meeting, especially to trace like how to say the paper routes in French, like I know the word in French like feuille de route, but we have to plan like this for developing trade in Africa. So thank you, Cliff, for this subject, and I will talk after Javesh introduce perhaps his opportunity.
Thank you very, very much, Monir from Morocco. It's a great opportunity also to understand, how the north and the central, how how it works, and thank you for the insights. I think Babesh is back online. I will allow him to continue. Then I will throw it again back to the tip to everyone. Babesh, karibu.
Yes, okay, sorry, I think there was a problem with my video.
Yes.
So you're still not able to see me, right?
Yes, we are not able to see you. But
Okay.
feel free to continue. Just
Okay.
go ahead.
Yes. So thank you for inviting me, and I would just give a brief introduction about our company. Ours is a family-oriented business, which was started in the 1970 by my father. And he started with curios, wood carvings, and handicrafts. And then he had employed a lot of artisans who are making the wood carvings, who are carving them, polishing them. And we had an export unit in Mombasa, where we used to export to Europe. And after that, he moved to Nairobi, and then he had 3 retail outlets. And during that time, a lot of tourists were coming, and we used to sell to tourists. And after that, he slowly ventured into gemstones and jewelry. And today we do mainly gemstones, jewelry, and manufacturing of gemstones and jewelry, and also retailing and wholesaling. So nowadays, there's a lot of challenge for us in wood carvings, because now it's a lot of tourists come, and then there's this drivers who take the tourists to Masai Mara, to Serengeti, and then they take them to selected shops where they're given commissions. So that takes our business away, and so we've slowed down on this carvings. Maybe the next best thing for us would be to go online or something like that, and try to sell to the other markets. And yes, I can see a lot of challenges in the Kenyan market as the cost go up, and also now you see the tourists, they don't come directly to the shops as they used to before. So we now only diverted mainly to gemstones and jewelry.
Okay. What? Just maybe perhaps the question I'll ask you is, have you done exports, and what are the challenges have you faced when doing exports of the same in the same trade?
Exports we used to do in the early 70s and 80s.
Yes.
After that, we stopped the exports, and now we are just mainly targeting jewelry and gemstones. But I tried reviving the market back last year, and I found out that it's too expensive and costly to do the business, because the commission margins are too high for the drivers, which leaves us with no profit.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the challenges is mainly the value chain.
Yes, yes. So maybe again we need to do a lot of marketing and maybe go online and try to find the good export channels.
Okay. That is why I think I thought of Yagna to be online so that you can also see what the guys
Yes.
in do. And I think they've adapted technology to as opposed to the traditional methods of having the shops and having the tourists going to certain shops. So it's a good conversation because like I said many times that apart from tourism, tourism is I think is our second revenue revenue stream for the country, and being a second revenue stream, it also attracts other it attracts revenue to other industries like the exports of curio, exports of handicrafts. Um, and this is one area I've been keen, and I've been seeing people are not really saying they want to invest in, and yet it's an industry which is has a lot of untapped market to those who understand it and those who want to invest in it. So this is why the conversation was very important for us to see, so that those who are even looking, when you say talking about investment, there's the tourism part, there's also the handicraft part, which is also important, and it can also be leveraged on, and those who like to put their money and invest in such areas can also, we can also help them in setting up links with people like Akina Bavesh and the rest in the industry, being that they've been the players in the industry for a very long time. Thank you very much, Bavesh, for
Thank you.
for accepting to come on board. Um, Thank you very much, Jacob. I've seen you said something on being a catalyst on that. Jacob, maybe I'll just invite you next to just say a bit of what do you think about this topic today, and how do you think we can enhance it that it can become part of the global tribe agenda?
Yeah, no, thank you, Cliff, for the opportunity to chat, and glad to be here with everyone. No, so I'm just learning about Catalyst Market. You know, I attended Catalyst 2030's Catalyzing Change Week a few weeks back, and was just really impressed with the community content, connectivity, and so they have this Catalyst Market that they've developed, and it seems like there's a lot of other options like this that are starting to enter the market as an option. So, but there's also, I feel like there's a large movement towards, you know, art for impact, and you know the stories associated with the art that's being created, and I think that that's critical to anything now. I feel like is the story attached to it. Yeah, but yeah, these I just always want to provide some options for people that you know, based on the topic, and so these are ones to explore based on what Bravesh was saying, possibly.
Okay, thank you very much. Let me just see. We have somebody online. Maybe perhaps I've never heard from Titi. Titi, how are you? Titi Layo. I can see we have Desola from Desola Debbie Mola. welcome on board.
So Adesola has been involved with NIHI in Nigeria. She actually was our first executive director for
Thank
Lake.
you.
Hi, Debbie. How are you?
I'm fine, thank you.
Welcome. Are you familiar at all
Having a
with?
bit of network problem here.
Do you have some familiarity with the handicraft market?
I'm having a bit of network problem here. So it's lagging.
Okay. Would you like to speak in the meantime? We can hear you quite clearly. Nihi has his hands raised. Hi, Nihi. How are you?
I'm fine, sir. How are you too, Doug?
Doing well.
What
Enjoying
was
the
your
conversation.
question? You were asking something about familiar with something.
Now you're breaking up.
Yeah, can I speak? Can I go ahead?
Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, Debbie's talking about the bad network. Sorry about that. But what I wanted to find out was from Mr. Pravesh. You spoke about jewelries and gems. I just wanted to find out, how do you source those and the jewelries and the gems? How do you go about sourcing those? Is it from Africa or somewhere else?
Yes, the source is mainly Africa, Tanzania, and then there's Mozambique, there's Zambia, Kenya. So we get all the rough materials from here, and then we have our local cutting, which we do here. And the bigger part of the cutting, we do it in India. And then after that, we re-export it to the USA from there, or just sell it locally in India. And the jewelry, we make it here on order. Also, whatever customers they want. And we have our small workshop for making jewelry over here.
All right, thank you. I was just looking at the potential there for other opportunities. So thank you very much.
Yes, thank you.
Maybe just a question to Bhavesh on why do you choose to have the materials sometimes cut or made in India? Is it because of the labor or is it because of the equipment?
It's the expertise of cutting. It's mainly in India. The labor is cheaper and also the equipment. So the cutting done in Kenya, it's still, we are still training them to improve on the cutting. And it's mainly done on small scale over here. In India, it's done on large scale.
Okay.
Yeah.
And would it make more value if this equipment were brought, equipment and the training were also brought to Kenya, someone maybe invested in Kenya, and then having these materials being done in Kenya?
Yes, it can be valuable because since all the resources are sourced locally, then we can get it done everything here in-house, and then exports from Kenya will increase. So it can add value. But a lot of training has to be done.
How long does it take for training?
To get good
A
cutting, maybe,
estimate.
yeah, so let's say around one year to train the people.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sorry
Thank
if
you
I
very
may
much.
come in. Yeah, but,
Yes,
but beyond
yes,
the training, if an African country was interested in, I mean, if you had an African businessman interested in working with you somewhere, maybe Kenya,
Yes.
Tanzania, Nigeria as well, what would you need in general
Yes.
terms to set up an industry of that nature?
Come again.
Yeah, I was saying, if you were going to get a partner on this side, what would you need from them to get you all set up properly over here? In any African country, I mean, most African countries don't have what you already have. So what I mean is that if you were going to set up in Nigeria, for example, what would you need? Just an example as a point of contact for other countries across the continent.
So if I'm to partner up with Nigeria, somebody in Nigeria?
Yes, just Nigeria or any other African country beyond where you
Yeah.
are.
Yeah, then we can make up a understanding on how we want to work ahead. And then we can put the resources together, what the other partner can do and what he's interested in doing. And then like, since we already set up in the cutting expertise and also the exports, so we can partner up in sourcing the goods from the other countries with the other partners.
All right, we'll take this conversation to the next level. I'll speak with Cliff and then maybe we'll have another engagement. Thank you very much.
Okay, thank you.
Thank you very much, Pavesh.
Thank you.
I will just, maybe anyone who has a question, anyone who has a remark that would want to add.
Yes, I think, well, can I come in?
Yes, go ahead.
Yes, yeah. I want to speak as the CEO of Rainlanded Nigeria Limited. That is my company. We are based in Lagos, Nigeria. What we do basically is to promote business among Nigerian enterprises and those in the Asian countries. You know, I have a very good relationship with a lot of people and some of the government officials in India, China, Singapore, and all of that. So, and I believe coming on board here, especially for my brothers in Africa, other African countries, we can always get in touch. If there is anyone who needs anything whatsoever in China, I'm very close to the Chinese government as well. I'm a consultant to Chinese government. And our relationship, business relationship with them has spanned over 12 to 15 years. So, and you know, so I think we can also leverage on all of these opportunity together and promote our business and all of that among ourselves. So that's just what I want to bring in on that aspect. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much. Thank you very much. What you can do, you can always drop your on the chat side. You can always drop your contact, your LinkedIn account, so that members can check you out, and they can also connect with you. So if you have a LinkedIn account, it's more advisable to have them so that members can look at it. Thank you very much for being on board and participating. I'll just take it I'll take it again away a bit, unless Nee wanted to add something.
No, not really. Not at the moment, no.
Okay, thank you very much. I'll just take it briefly on, there's three aspects when you look at what Jacob calls as catalyst. Catalyst of tourism. Tourism is the main thing, but when you look at the handicrafts, those are the catalysts and things that helps the industry to move. So one aspect we have seen and we have looked at many times, people have just focused on the items themselves, but not many times we have seen even the African business people wanting to know what goes behind producing this stuff, what goes behind exporting this stuff, what goes behind uh, uh, having these items being exported to other countries. So I think this is a conversation that we need to have so that we can start looking at how do we attract investors, not just investors to buy the Kuro, but investors to, for example, what Yagi was saying is looking for agents who can be able to represent his company in different areas and make business from other areas. So this is somewhere many of who are in business development could look at. How do we position yourself? How do you position yourself to be a player in this market? Because it's not about buying and collecting. It's also the production of it. There's the investment bit of it, which entails a lot of things. There's the market research, the product selection, source materials, the business registration, of which now those are things now when it comes to business registration, business plan, and marketing and sales plan. Those are things now us as business developers we can help you to do if you're ever thinking of getting into the market and coming to work with Pavesh and maybe Yagn in India. So as global chambers, those are things which we'll begin looking at, especially for Nairobi, being that is one of the major source of revenue that I feel that is untapped. And perhaps if we put it out there, many people will be coming in on board to invest and join us on this. Let's keep the conversation going. We have about 15 minutes before time, so I will invite anyone. Doug, any contribution? Yeah, yes. Okay, I'll take it back to Saini. Yagi, just give us out of your head, what do you look, what do you see yourself? How do you see yourself collaborating with the Global Chamber Nairobi, Global Chamber India? How do you see yourself bringing this the collaboration out of this conversation?
Hello, am I audible?
I'm saying, I'm just asking a question now that you're having this conversation on handicraft. How do you, or how would you want us to help you, you being a member of Global Chamber in India, and now that the conversation is being taken across Africa, how would you want us to help you, and how do you want us to collaborate with you?
Yeah, actually, I want to contact with agencies in Nairobi to with whom I can discuss the research and development plans, sales channels with them, and how to set up the business, like the rules and regulations of Nairobi. That's why we want to contact with those agencies.
Okay. Okay. So basically, you're looking at expanding your business to Africa or Nairobi.
Yes.
Thank you very much. We'll look at it and we'll have a conversation on the side on that. There's a comment. I've just seen a comment from someone says, Umesh, India, looking for business partner in South Africa as products, as our products are special products for data centers. That one is also a conversation we could have. Yes. Well, today I was not prepared, but I would like to present my company in the group. Okay, Umesh, thank you very much for your request. Just drop your LinkedIn account, and somebody from the organization will contact you, and will link you to the right person at the Global Chamber in India. Thank you very much for your interest in this. Anyone with any contribution, just raise your hand, or just you're welcome to start the conversation. Today we are talking about handicrafts, exports, and the business within the handicraft business.
Cliff, do you have any experience with the handicraft industry, where the handicrafts are based in Africa, and whether, you know, how that industry is doing? Is it increasing? Is it decreasing? Kind of what are some of the macro perspectives of the handicraft industry in Africa? Do you have a sense of that at all? Or even in just Kenya?
Sorry, the question was
what is the macro view of the handicraft industry? What's the size? Is it growing or shrinking? What types of handicrafts are the most prominent? You know, what does this industry look like? Anybody have?
I could give you just a brief on the kind of artcraft that you're looking at from Kenya, which is the ebony, mahogany, and the kind of woods that are used. And then there's the beadwork, which is from the Masai, and then there's the textiles, which is the kikois and the kitenges. And then there's the soapstones, which are now doing the carvings, sculptures from the Kisii soapstones and the Kamba soapstones. Then there's the tribal masks and handmade jewelry, which now handmade jewelry where Pavesh comes in terms of the jewelry that they make. In terms of popular destinations, it's basically we have Europe and the United States that really buy the handicraft in the African part or Kenyan part, and then exporting to the other markets. With this in place, having traveled also abroad, I've seen there's the need for it, but there's very minimal. Or sometimes you find there's no shops at all on this. So if it's a decreasing market, I'm not very sure. That one is something I need to find out and do some research on it. Unless Bhavesh or Yagni will give us some info on that.
Okay. Yeah, can I come in?
Yes, come in.
Yes. Okay. Here in Kenya, we have a lot of Maasai markets, and wherever they are held, we always see them quite busy with customers, and a lot of tourists who come here, they buy, a lot of expatriates buy from the Maasai markets for taking back home. In Maasai markets, it's more of commercialized, like small value items. So small animals, medium animals, large animals in wood carvings, which range from $1 to $100. And then there's the soapstone chess sets, soapstone animals, and soapstone artwork. And then there's like a lot of Maasai figures, other animals. And see now what happens in Kenya, it's like the tourists who come in and are taken on safaris to Masai Mara or Amboseli. There are shops en route to the game parks, and all these shops have this kind of stuff, and the drivers who take them to the shops, they recommend which shops to buy, and there are many shops that have increased. So it is an increasing business in Kenya. For exports, I'm not sure, but for local, yes, it has been on the increase.
Okay. Doug, I hope that has been able to answer your question.
That's a better understanding. Yes, thank you.
Thank you very much. Anyone who has any contribution, any question? We have about 9 minutes. We can ask any question. You can ask, or you can have any contribution on this topic. Please feel free.
Hello.
Well,
Hi, Cliff. Just I want to add a little point about exporting to the US. So just to inform our valuable guests if you want to explore opportunities of the free trade agreements, because as you know, I know many companies now in Morocco that benefit from that. So they export to the US with no taxes. And if it can help him, for example, as a commercial tip, so he can, for example, work on representation here in Morocco to benefit from this free tax. So just an information that can help if he works with the US markets.
Okay. So basically what you're saying is that looking at outside market is one of the ways to leverage on expanding the business.
Yes, and expanding, but with advantage. Because the advantage, I know many companies now that establish their representative in Morocco to benefit from these free trade agreements. As you know, Morocco is the only country in Africa that benefits from free trade agreement with the US. And I think it's a huge advantage because it will affect the competitiveness of the prices.
Okay. Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the insight. Okay, we're almost winding up. Anyone who would want just to have a remark and give us a bit of understanding of what they have understood about this session before we wind up?
I thought this was good, Cliff. Thank you for pulling us together. And I think it gives all of us an opportunity to reach out to others who are in this industry and understand more about what their challenges are, but also what the opportunities are. So thank you for pulling us together. What's the schedule for next month? Are you leading next month's Africa conversation? And I know you also are planning some other opportunities for Global Chamber Nairobi.
For the next month yet, I've not yet cleared if we are going to host it, but I'll talk about the 26, 28 October, which we are now planning to have a Global Leadership Summit. It will be the first summit being hosted by Global Chamber Nairobi, and we are hoping to encourage and to invite other members from the global chambers to be part of this, also to bring partners on board, because the conversation will be beyond beyond just summit talks. It will be about action and our outcomes. We are looking at having bringing business leaders together, bringing governments together to even have MOUs in terms of moving forward. What can we bring to the table as a global tribe?
Fantastic. Congratulations on that, and looking forward. I will say in your for your information and maybe for others, yesterday I found out it was announced that there is a new dean for Thunderbird. Some of you may know Thunderbird School of Global Management, headquartered in Phoenix, where our headquarters is. They have their African presence in Nairobi. You have developed the relationship with Philip Figo there, and Dr. Kagram from Uganda originally has been a tremendous leader at Thunderbird. Yesterday, it was announced that he is stepping down, and we've known that for quite a while, at least 6 months. And so it's only the alumni know, so it has not been generally announced. So I was able to get the information before everyone. And his replacement is a woman who's been the vice dean. And that's good news for us because she has been supporting Dr. Kagram. She is fully aware of what he's been doing and very supportive of what he's been doing. And so the progress you've made, Cliff, I think will be rewarded through her leadership moving forward. So we already have a good relationship with her. She's spoken at Global Chamber events in the past, and so we expect a continuity of relationship and hopefully an enhancing of a relationship moving forward with Thunderbird. So thank you for putting that in motion in Nairobi, and hopefully the summit and other activities that you'll be participating and leading in will continue to involve Thunderbird.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much for the news, and I think that is something which we have been looking at, especially bringing Thunderbird on board as our co-host and a strategic partner moving forward in most of the events. Okay. With that, I would want to close the session today, and I will say thank you very much to Bhavesh. Thank you very much to Yagni. Please, guys, connect with Yagni in India. Maybe can teach you about doing how they do it online. And everyone else who has contributed from Africa, Morocco, Nigeria, thank you very much. I'm looking forward for next month, and have a good day and good evening for everyone who is with different time zones. Thank you.
Thank you, Cliff. Thanks,
Thank you.
everybody.
Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, everyone.